So me and my brother Scotty went to Subway, eat fresh. The guy who's supposed to take my order looks at me and says, "What kind of bread?" And I'm thinking, I haven't even told you what kind of sandwich I want yet. Why are you asking me about the bread? I'll take a foot-long tuna on... What kind of bread? On white. Okay, so he got the white bread and he asks me, "Cheese?" Yeah, I'll take... What kind? What kind? Swiss? Swiss? Yeah, Swiss, dude. Toasted? Yeah, sure. Toasted is good, I guess. So he takes my bread, he puts the cheese on it, and he puts it in the oven. And as he's doing that, me and my brother Scotty get into some kind of conversation about something. And he walks over and he looks at Scotty and he says, "You get a sandwich too?" So Scotty says, "Oh yeah, man, I'm gonna take... What kind of sandwich you want?" "Yeah, I want a foot-long turkey on wheat, okay?" "Oh, you want cheese on that?" "Yeah, pepper... What kind?" "Pepper... What kind? Come on, sir, we got people in line." "Pepper jack." "Okay, you want that toasted?" "No, I don't want it toasted." "You sure don't want it toasted? It's good toasted." "Yeah, dude, I don't want it toasted, just make the fucking sandwich." "Alright, sir, calm down." Scotty and I walk down the line, we continue talking. Scotty looks down at his sandwich, sees that the sandwich is a chicken sandwich instead of the turkey sandwich that he ordered. Now, there's a chick who's dressing our sandwiches because the guy who took our order is helping other customers. And she asks, "Oh, do you want us to make you a new one?" "No, that's alright, it's cool, don't worry about it." "Are you sure, sir?" "No, that's cool, don't worry about it, it's fine, it's cool." "Are you sure, sir? We can get you a new one. It's cool, it's fine, it's good, I don't care, it's not a big deal. Move along." And I look at Scotty and I'm like, dude, if you're gonna say that it's cool, you gotta sound like it's cool. When you say that it's cool, but the inflection of your voice is saying this is anything but cool, then of course they're gonna keep asking you about it. I just don't feel like going through the hassle. Dude, who cares? Just get the turkey if you want the turkey. No, I've soured on the concept. What fucking concept? Why are you talking like that? The concept of a turkey sandwich? That's not a concept, it's just a fucking sandwich. You know what? Fuck you, I'll use whatever the fuck words I want to describe the damn thing. And the third guy at Subway who's running the register is looking at us like, okay, would you guys just shut the fuck up and pay for your sandwiches already? It was at that point that I said, you know what? Fuck this Subway. Viva la revolution! I took a big sledgehammer and I smashed the glass display case and I jumped over the counter and I fucking took a bunch of pieces of bread and pushed them together into one giant piece of bread. And I grabbed that asshole that took our orders and I stuffed him in between the two giant pieces of bread that I made and I shoved him in the little oven and toasted him for 35 fucking minutes. Then I pulled him out and I covered him in toppings and the broken glass from the display case and I cut him into little slices and I served him to everyone at Subway and everyone was happy and everyone was so thrilled and they said it was the best sandwich they ever tasted and they clapped and applauded and they lifted me up on their shoulders and they crowned me official king of Subway. Bye! I went to Denny's. I'm not proud of it. But it was Easter and little else was open. America was busy pretending that 2,000 years ago a zombie god rose from the dead to feast upon the incomes of the living through various chapels, churches, and mega-churches littered across the landscape of this humble little ball of dirt covered in gullible rubes that we refer to as planet Earth. Also, there's a rabbit in there somewhere. Yeah, a rabbit that brings chocolate and eggs. Why does that make sense? I don't know. It really doesn't make any sense, does it? Why would a bunny rabbit bring chocolate and eggs? It seems like he would bring carrots and cabbage. Not that most of us would get that excited about such a holiday, but at least it's consistent. If you're going to have a creature bring eggs, it should at least be a chicken, I would imagine. That seems a lot more reasonable. Or if a chicken is now a fitting symbol of the holiday, make it like a hawk. A badass hawk that brings eggs. That's a cool holiday, right? A lot cooler than a bunny rabbit. We don't give shit to the Easter bunny. At least Santa Claus gets milk and cookies. I mean, that's shitty compensation, but at least it's something. I think that on Easter Eve, we should leave out hot and horny girl bunnies. That way the Easter bunny can have a little fun. Maybe you'll get money. Money? Maybe you'll get lucky and the Easter bunny will impregnate her, and then You can have a bunch of little baby Easter bunnies. You maximize your chocolate aid earning potential that way. Anyway, I went to Denny's, and one thing you can always rely on about Denny's is total and utter mediocrity. You've never heard anyone say, like, hey man, you know what's fucking awesome? Denny's! Yeah! At least you've never heard anyone sober say that. And there's a good reason no one says that, because no one thinks that. No one goes to Denny's for the quality of the food. People go to Denny's because it's cheap. Also, there's something that's sort of comforting about mediocrity. If you're dreading an event, it's really stressful. But if you're looking forward to an event, that's kind of stressful too. If you know something's going to be mediocre, then you can respond with apathy. And apathy puts no pressure on you whatsoever. You don't feel like you have to have a good time. There's no pressure. That's part of the appeal of Denny's. It's bland. It's boring. It's soothing. It's a low-pressure environment. You can just chill. You go in, you shovel food into your mouth, and you leave. Describe for me what the inside of a Denny's looks like. You can't. It doesn't look like anything. There's no atmosphere. Denny's is a lot like the Men in Black. It's designed to leave no lasting impression. That all being said, I had a horrible experience at Denny's last night. I wanted bland and I got bad. I was jarred. I'm still jarred. I can't believe that my comfortable little Denny's world has been shattered so thoroughly. My server was a greasy Eastern European man. He took our drink orders, and my friend Galen ordered a Grey Goose vodka, which of course Denny's doesn't have, because Denny's doesn't serve alcohol, because if they did, they wouldn't be so hopelessly mediocre, which is kind of what Denny's goes for, I think. The waiter looked at my friend Galen with confusion, and then Galen said, it was a joke. And the waiter said, yes, joke, I understand. But he didn't understand. You could see in his face he didn't understand. He didn't smile. He didn't roll his eyes like, oh, what a terrible joke. He didn't acknowledge the joke at all, other than to say, I understand, with no understanding on his face whatsoever. He got all of our orders wrong. My friend Jake ordered the nachos with no meat. And he got it with no meat, but he also got it with no anything else either. They took off the salsa, they took off the sour cream. It was just cheese, that's all, just chips and cheese. Galen's food was terrible and undercooked. My girlfriend Holly's entree was supposed to come with salsa and cheese dip, but she never got any salsa and she never got any cheese dip. As for me, I ordered toast, and I got fucking pancakes. And I understand it's no big deal, people make mistakes. I said, hey, I didn't order pancakes, I ordered toast. He's like, are you sure? Like, yes, I'm sure. Don't you remember you asked me white or wheat? And I spent like 30 seconds thinking, and like, oh, white or wheat. And finally I said, I want white. You remember that? It was just like 10 minutes ago. How have you forgotten already? Like a minute later, he brings me toast. I don't know how he managed to burn toast in a minute. I think it was someone else's messed up toast and he just brought it to me. He handed me the plate. It was scalding hot. The toast was deformed. It was black and crooked and like super crunchy. It was like eating charcoal. This didn't taste like toast and butter. It tasted like brick and mortar. And I didn't refill my drink. Not one fucking time did he refill my drink. I sat there for 45 fucking minutes staring at an empty glass. That pisses me right the fuck off. I know it's Denny's, I know it's low standards, I know that the guy waiting on me doesn't get paid worth a damn, but he can fill my fucking drink! That's like the bare minimum of what a waiter's supposed to do. All I had was a water. You can't come around with a pitcher of water and dump some in a glass every fucking 10 minutes? The place was empty, it's not like it was full and understaffed. It was a desolate Denny's. And now I know why it was desolate, because I guess everyone's keeping their distance from that place. I would have just found him and asked for a refill, but he disappeared 10 minutes into waiting on us. It's like as soon as we got our food, he vanished off the face of the earth like dust in the wind. around the 46th minute of staring at the empty glass on the table that used to be filled with the water that I drank 40 minutes ago, I started to get a sharp pain on the right side of my head, like someone was jamming a Phillips head screwdriver right into my skull. I started to go like this, and everyone's looking at me like, TJ, are you okay? Do you need to go to the hospital, dude? Because you don't look so good right now. And it's around that time that I sort of blacked out. The next few moments, aside from the screams, I can't remember whatsoever. When I finally came to, I was holding a human heart in my hands, and my waiter's writhing body was at my feet, and he was looking up at my bloody face, and we made eye contact, and I could see that disbelief, like, I can't believe that you just ripped my heart out of my open chest cavity. And I was honestly pretty glad to see him, because I was like, hey buddy, how about that refill? So those are pretty much the last words he heard on this earth, although I'm pretty sure he died mid-sentence. So he just heard like, hey buddy, how about... I mean, when you watch someone die as many times as I have, you can pretty much pinpoint the exact moment when the life truly exits their eyes. Thankfully, I avoided arrest because in this particular state, it's legal to kill someone if they have a funny accent, which he did. So finally, the Republicans got something right. The 25 copies of the special edition book Evil Scum, which is a combination of my book Scumbag and my book In Defense of Evil, sold out in less than 24 hours, which I did not expect at all, and I've already gotten at least 20 or 30 letters from people asking me if they can be the exception to the rule and they can buy one. So I've decided to mint another 25 copies, but that is it. I really can't mint any more than that because if I put too many of them out there, then it kind of destroys the value of it, and I don't want to do that. So that's it. You know, if you want the book, I'm putting out another 25 copies, but after that, it's done. Okay? So, if you want it,